hour wait for some people to show up, but well, what do I want my name to be? Should we go with the tried and true? I hope my chat's working properly. Is this a loading screen? Or you sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. I wonder what happens if I pick the second option. If there's somebody in chat, please type something because nothing's showing up at the moment and I don't know if I'm just missing everything or if it's actually working. Well, I guess we may as well smack the clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. It's here, finally. Your first day of cooking school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. I feel like that's an acronym for something, or like UCSAL. That doesn't say anything, but I feel like it. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Yampy! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Oh, hello. Yeah, so this is what I'm playing now, Pokey Drew. So, how are you today? Thanks for stopping in. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous, okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning, I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? That's good to hear that you're doing good. Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from the quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I am afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day only semesters. That's serious. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Gateway drug to anime? I see. Well, should you pep talk her? Change the subject. Pep talk, why not? Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. I feel like I'm starting to regret this already. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley? Ashley? Ashley, we'll go with Ashley. Your arch rival. She's totally evil and you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Yampy's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. The bot sometimes just randomly changes words to butt. It's completely random. It won't change that word every time. It's just... Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. Oh, so I was right. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking. I can't remember what I did for her voice. Van? You rang. You've never been quite sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you. Alright, good luck getting your stuff done. Thanks for stopping in. Would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. The first day of school about to start. There's not time to properly tell these two off-seers just to urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see ya later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy little kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. Oh, he was pushing on the pull door. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He is old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Yampy. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of class. Adorable. So, is this our teacher? Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, a wind begins to rush all around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fills the air inside of the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkle. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporates eventually. Hold on just a second. No one talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Yappy sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders staring right in front of you. Wait. Uh-oh. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? I mean, I should take it. You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has this natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said is done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss. It's gonna be hard keeping up with all these voices. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on fast track out of here, young man. Aren't you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzzzt. Whirr. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as your teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Try to butter him off. Ooh, what kind of treat do we give him? Well, rubber ball isn't a treat. Beef or... Oh, chicken! Chicken's obviously the answer here. You reach beneath your answer, or apron, and return with a chicken snack in your hand. I forget what game I'm playing. Obviously, chicken is the answer. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of a warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats, and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Yampy, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. There are too many voices. Aw man, which do I pick? I'm gonna sit by Miriam because I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? Oh, I guess I made the wrong decision, didn't I? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you sat right there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. Also, hey Daisy. Ugh, stop. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 full days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as we've settled into your suite, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. That's right. Forest tree as chicken is too. Slam dunk? No. It's the most efficient eating utensil ever created. Hey. I feel like the correct answer is spork. Yeah. What food is best for a broken heart? Daisy, stop. Hey. I would show a picture of my cat, except I can't really. Which food is best for a broken heart? I guess maybe anything. Yep, yay. Sprinkle's a good boy. I feel like there's an obvious right answer here. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Only one wrong? Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. I'm curious what the analogy one was. I should have thought about it longer. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. So, are we already halfway through day 1? Delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders looks a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled higher, huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. But by my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Psh, nah, my dude, nah. Oh wait, that was the wrong voice. Oh well. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing about his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the Madman, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket. Why is bucket in quotation marks? And sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Do we focus our mind, savor the moment, or swim towards the light? I feel like we should savor the moment. That seems like the right choice. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you smell something that can only be described as feel, not smell, as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that would allow me to make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? Semester's only getting started. We got 2 whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something. Redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? Wow, you'd have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you could get some redacted if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality. No, we're not gonna nag him. I feel like changing something. I feel like number 3 is the good option. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really... Is that good? We got hearts. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Yampy. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena. Oh, so now we get to the tutorial, I bet. Also, what's this? Oh, just menu. Where each student gets an oven and all the... I don't know what that does, but I'm scared that it would like skip something important, so... Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna learn to earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Yampy. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner. Rip Miriam. I didn't get a choice. I'm sorry, Miriam. Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep. Oh my! 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duty is going to be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Oh, there's only one choice here. Pop? No, nobody likes Pop. Clank is the real option. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. I'm kinda curious what kind of machine he is. Bzzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ah ha ha ha. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Yeah, I guess I probably made the right choice there. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish? Mashed potatoes and gravy, steak tartare. How about no octopus? I feel like mashed potatoes is probably the way to go here. I don't know. I think anything steak is bad because this is a chicken game, so. Yep, that was right. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Actually, I don't eat my mashed potatoes with gravy usually, but oh well. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. I lost my accent. Hello, the rating raven. I'm not sure if I want to, we'll see. Also, who are you in the tavern? I don't recognize that name. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. That alliteration, though, stylish. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Bro. He's got 11 herbs. 11 spices. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? Music change? No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Yampy's dreams. You're supposed to be oh, that's Zix, okay. I should have known, honestly. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, his arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Yampy was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might even be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Yeah, I know, how dare they? I ain't no young amateur chef. I cooked pasta yesterday, put it into boiling water, and added olive oil and garlic powder and salt and Parmesan cheese and stuff. I'm experienced. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She is coming for a Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Do we turn to Colonel Sanders or Miriam? Oh man, this is tough. I feel like... Let's do Colonel Sanders. I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Yampy as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Yampy's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station, realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. I've been cooking this whole time? Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He is holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down from the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let it go. The two of you stand holding that same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Zix, no. Please, no. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Yampy. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better both be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Yes, I get it, Zix. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic.
pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated upon a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Okay, so Banban's 20th level barbarian confirmed. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Banban and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. What's impressive, the battle axe meal? Yeah. It killed him! He's just a ghost now. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look at... Oh, Pop's dying. Well, I mean, can't say I'm sad about that. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison! Okay, and Pop's apparently a Yuan-Ti or something. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders, he was still just a ghost. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Yeah, Pop has like plus 20 fortitude save confirmed. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. So, is one of KFC's big things mashed potatoes or not? Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Yamp? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I'd been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a ton of weights, like so many weights, because I'm a 20th level barbarian. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floated on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Did he just go Super Saiyan? That's what it kind of looks like. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget it. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
Excuse me?
The Spark Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another ship on an emotional level?
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Let's defend. Whoa. Okay, cool. I'm more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy. I take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't. What is this? Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. Now let's cook with love. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack again. Utilitensile. 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive. Oh, buff up. Perfect. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gas. You'd better attack soon or you're likely to explode. Chow down. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce right onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the enemy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power pinch. Pot pie. Way to have the NPC win the combat. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare him, maybe? Manage to tamp down your disgust long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for... Oh boy, do I sense foreshadowing.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said.
The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. Left behind an item. A book of magic spells. Golden chicken. Library card. Borko. Is Borko the name of that student, maybe? Borko. Or Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. I bet that's the name of that student. I'm calling it now. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before you, your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't... I missed it. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Not as weird as this game, though. Zzz. Okay, well that was something. You awake on day 2.
an attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that, oh yes, we can't forget about the redacted. He told me it's probably just because he trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Meet up with Miriam.
Okay, so I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I may be, I think I might like Clank.
Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him.
Well, okay, Miriam and Clank confirmed.
We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible.
And
was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
wait, he was the convertible that he rode in? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker translation right there. Oh, so Clank is a pressure cooker. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with, Yeah, I'm totally taking it slow.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Uh-huh. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that. Oh no. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Why? This is terrible. Why would I say that?
Well, give me a choice, please.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure.
So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. This man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said that it was a powder created from some super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could do some of my own. Have some of my own.
Isn't there a different company that has like the 7 secret spices? Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal. Wait, oh, are those drugs? So let me get this straight. She met a drug dealer.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know about more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Fibber.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
Fake ingredient. I don't know, how about
it was I of Noon.
Yes, the secret ingredient is Eye of Noon. No, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Noon, wow.
Yeah, definitely telling her the secret ingredient was not good. Cherry blossom petals, that means Colonel Sanders is showing up.
So he just rides a horse around? Stand back and admire his majestic. Oh, which do we do? Let's run him, why not? Oof. Well, we just got kicked by the horse. Okay, that was the wrong decision. I feel like I should pay more attention to how these are worded, because obviously, admiring the majestic glory is the right thing. Ooh, Yampy, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It's important that you remember this, exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. So you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond. But a great... What? Great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before you can continue... It's... Gosh, what was... I already forgot what the... name Colonel Sanders... That... The guy who checked out the book last. Aw, jeez. Wake to find Colonel Sanders. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. Okay, I think that was the right option. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way you're hiding, you know that must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with strict ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? Oh boy. They opening a portal to the Feywild, maybe? You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop. Act like I'm not interested. There's not an obvious right choice here. I'll do that. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity, it takes panache, and it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. What were they hiding? Oh, they have a book. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. How did I not notice this sooner? And they're tossing potato skins at him. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He is in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzzt, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp, womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. We're bzzzt.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he knows this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Something hasn't been attracted. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy! Down! Off toppin'! That command, shouted by Colonel Sanders, has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I feel like that's important. 1776. I'm gonna start keeping notes. I should have written down that name. It was the chicken who first signed their name. I can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. And he missed most of the important parts. Well, Yampy? Naturally, this appears to you to be a... Which do we want us? A glass of water. Hey, that was mine. It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. Yeah, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Oh boy, what do we have now? Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. What do I do? Well, the last time I told them off, it didn't do well, so let's try. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wait tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, so be it. I'm not the fool. You're not the fool. Yay, that was a good decision. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Yampy. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness, except he won't. Now, students. Please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, Timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that can't be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think that. Oh boy. 100 degrees Celsius. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Okay, I need to season the chicken. How many herbs and 11. Tail wagging intensifies. Oh boy. State of mind offers gratitude. This is tough. This is stressful. It seems like a long timer, but it's really not. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Where does it come from? Small town? Okay. It was... Aroo! Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Success. Sizzling? No? Don't make me get out the spray bottle. I believe in you, Yampy. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you... Wait. It's so fast I couldn't even read them. Shouldn't you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Okay. Did I make the right decision not clicking anything? What? Yikes! Zzzt. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Whirr. You might not have any hands, but Yampy does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. Yampy, no! What? I couldn't even. I need to watch this back later to see what even happened. To me. Oh. How did I get here? What happened? Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Yampy's injury. See, Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. Suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was gonna ask Yampy to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Uh-oh. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away. Side. Delicate fried cheese croquette on top of a slice of honeycomb. Ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity ain't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. Internalize the rage. That's the right. Wait, what? Excuse me? You don't want to intervene. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire. Well, rip eyebrows. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married, and he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure's a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think God never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Interesting. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliated. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was gonna amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Since when did Pop get here? Just as your moment grows intimate. Oh boy, here comes the spork monster. Borko? Oh. Borko's the spork monster. It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched to right. Actually, I defended first, excuse me. I didn't attack until he attacked me. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once. Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until some mean kids with a magic spellbook, oh boy, cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. So that's what Ashley and Van Van are gonna do to me. Precisely. I had procured such a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're such a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you ever need me, do not fear. I will be there.
Sounds like there are some bad crooks in the kitchen of life. Yampy, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite? Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. Sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you still live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish. It's meant to pair something spicy or something crisp. Both, perhaps. Reveal it, obviously. Coleslaw. Maybe that wasn't a good idea to... Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I could admire its taste later, think back on this moment. Could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental type of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Snooping? Ah. Secret recipe. Ah. No. I didn't want to look. Can chicken be prepared? Okay, good. Sashimi style. Lock of silver hair is woven. It's actually made of silver hair. Very realistic stuffed chicken. No, it's a real chicken. Taxidermy must have been very important to Colonel Sam. The true state bird of the great Kentucky. I feel like I'm going to be quizzed on this later. Don't mind me taking notes real fast. Oh, it's the ghost. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I had never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right. Can't you see I'm in the... I'm never gonna learn his name, and then I can't do the ancient prophecy. Scented candle. Power tool? Freshly. Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. It says, here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Adorable little baby boy. Oh, hello Max, how are you today? Adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. And the goatee, because babies have a mustache.
Alright, so on the left we have the baby picture. In the middle, we have the baby picture, we have the camel. Old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. Hold on the fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Just woke up. Ah. Okay. What are you planning to do today? Anything exciting? Look closely and see that there's a short inscription. Wonder who my friend Pete is. Why am I trying on one of his suits? They say that home's where the heart is. Is this what they meant? I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. The first one is no. Definitely not that one. I feel like option 3 is the best. Confess. Oh, I guess that was right. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. The thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Yampy. Nothing interesting, just play some games. You should play this game. This is the greatest game of all time. I honestly think this may... Did I miss something? No, okay. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. It's I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. It should say, if you're on PC, it should say beneath the stream. I don't know where it is on mobile, but yeah. As you can see, it's an amazing game. Dream sequence. Zzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. So I guess it's day 3 now. Today is a day that can change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. In some jurisdictions... so they put marijuana in the chicken, do they? In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. No wonder the chicken's so addictive if they put marijuana in it. It's special chicken. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I mean, KFC meal, bucket meal got me acting strange. I mean, I don't like flattery, but I don't want to take him down a peg, so, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by the feelings, you're on the verge. Why would I run out the door? No. There's still one more day of school, after all. The University Cooking School Academy for Learning awaits for no one. Waits for no one. Get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you. Where have you been? 'Cause I had one heck of a night. I've been so desperate to talk to you about it. I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now it turns out that you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. I ship it. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. But things quickly spiraled out of control. My thoughts exactly. Gordon Ramsay? Gordon Ramsay's not in this game. I don't think. Now, I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Yeah, there isn't any lamb sauce in here. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. You arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not grasp that fact, because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee hee, sprinkles the dog and the treat. Life is strange. I don't get the reference. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some... There he is, he went Super Saiyan. You got some nerve, Yampy, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. Clench your fist. The injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as Peter's things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell, Colonel Sanders has 20 strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma in this game. So is everyone excited for the final day of school? Yampy, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. How am I thick? That's Ashley over on the right, not me. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food was received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Yampy. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me some more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Yampy. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to use the spell book. Stop. Whoa, that's a that. What? I think that's supposed to be what? Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Cast only in case of No. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic. No, it's never good. Stop. No magic. Bad. Don't do it. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. Sprinkle's already in the room. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. Tss. Let's wait. Sprinkle stops in his track. He focuses on the window. It's deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom, barking uncontrollably at the squirrel. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. Oh, I need to write down the squirrel's name. Terrence. You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but by any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the output. How about no, Max? Let's not go there. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Yampy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. I told you to save it for after class. Bzzzt, bzzzt. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing. Clank's the real MVP here. Why are you doing this to him, Miriam? You still haven't learned to speak Clank's language and mechanical noises. Whirr. But no! You had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, you know? Bzzzt, bzzzt. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Whirr. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff for all I care. Wow, them's fighting words. Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps of his panels, and a loud ding stops him in his chins. Beep. Bzzzt. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Aww, poor Clank. Yeah, Clank? Sprinkles, no. Clank, I could see Clank. Clank's a cool guy. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Poor Clank. Nothing like a loud public break-off up to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it.
Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Clank, I should hope? No! Alright, Clank's the beautiful soul here. Why can't I pep talk Clank? Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you were going to cruise through the final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today or tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person, and you shouldn't settle for the first person to show a little interest anyhow. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup, and I bet Professor Dog is gonna love it up. I missed lunch. Decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. A chance to beat the pants off Van Van, the supposed Man and his eviler counterpart. Daisy, stop! No walking on my. Oh, I missed the dialogue, Daisy. I can. All right, well. Cram session is interrupted by. Yeah, I gotta start the game over now. These darn cats. Yampy, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. Last time you... Decision. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little more than visual. I know, my nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was just pot pie from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? I can't phone call now. Haha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning in a second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Daisy, can you stop? Hey, come here. Hi. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Please phone work. Decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie are just the dishes. Meanwhile, Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Phone, please stop. Work. Miriam is her giant magnifying glass. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessed. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10. The frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare. This is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open it. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. Wait, he can speak now? 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let that happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Oh, it's the prophecy. We need to say the guy's name 3 times. No, never mind. Well, I think it's a bit late for that. As you fragrantly prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? No, I'm not using... Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. I believe in you, Yampy. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Yampy, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Miriam, what about your dish if you're here chairing? Who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Oh no, she's gonna toss an Eye of Newt. No! Miriam, why? Don't put an Eye of Newt. Where in the world did she... It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate the battle, so I'd say... You're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I don't think it's possible in this game for anyone except Colonel Sanders. I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Huh, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I love to. I'd always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should watch from the stands. I really need to focus. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up... Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Obviously, option 2. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows from your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Yampy, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you'd been summoning immediately. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the entire world my cookery! Alright, so now we're in anime mode. I can do it, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Yampy, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I love the music here. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. And time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? And what about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Yeah, there aren't any rules in this competition. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. Handful of students stand tall. Seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? Where's Pop? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee! I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet. What did they do to Pop? Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Oh, Clank. What happened to Clank? No sequence, you're wrong. This is amazing. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure out that later. Clank! What are we gonna do without Clank? I'm quitting. No Clank, no game. We won't finish. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and a savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. This isn't China sequence. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. I think it's just China, right? I don't think it's Japan unless I'm wrong, but Sprinkles watched the stream get banned for that, but sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't even floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. Thank you, Yappy, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Oh boy, what did he cook? Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Ruff! Ruff! Please, be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked in problems. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who'd have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? He does not go gentle into that good night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Oh, he's just Super Saiyan for a second there. Before forcing us. Yeah, can we get an F in the chat for Van the Man? Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps to calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got a toast in your ears or something, Yappy? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job at cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. Daisy! If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. The food cannot be eaten. It cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. This class gets much smaller. I'll be teaching myself. KFC labor right violations. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become of something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Drumroll. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced as all things should be. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, you pass, you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. This new menu item is so impressive that even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete and everyone has graduated. The last assignment, get their groove on. Cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. And I'm gonna dance with... Wait, we never went back to Clank. If Clank doesn't come back, I'm gonna leave this game a bad review on Steam. DJ Dog is in the house. Aroo! I should be a voice actor, am I right, guys? Who knew that Sprinkles was the master chef? But also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Vad and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduations. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally... Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. It's Pop! Talking to the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop! I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance. Hey! It's Clank! It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. He's still doing talking. I am Clank, and not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Oh, and I never got the student's name. What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. Blown away by Miriam's maturity, it's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. He's come prepared to feed the entire class. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Is it? No, it's not. So everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Yampy, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you'd expect to find in such a lucky person? Oh, the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Why didn't I get to say no? And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Yampy. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run my restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Stander's respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with other half? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Yampy, I'm sure... Oh, we didn't get the good ending! I'm sure you'll find your place eventually, and along the way, you'll have me by your side. So, I saw in the Steam review that somebody got an ending where they got to be the business party, but didn't win his love. So I guess I won his love, but didn't get to be the business partner. Is that it? I think that's it. Because this was the title sequence. Gotta love this whole sequence. So yeah, that was something. That was an interesting experience, shall we say. Let's see. Okay.